Hey ladies, it's Christi Crain, and I am an Orange Elite presenter with Younique, and I'm so excited today. I'm actually going to do a video for my company, and I kind of prefer it to be just within the company. Normally I have lots of makeup on and I look all great. I'm a makeup artist and a photographer, and I wanted to make sure that I put my makeup on today and showed you guys how I actually do it. So I'm really excited. This is new to me on doing a video on the computer, so bear with me. I am going to show you guys what I do when I put my own makeup on. And I try to make it quick. I want it easy. I want to hurry up and get out of there and get on with my day. So the first thing I do in the morning time is I use my Awake cleanser. Awake. It's an awesome product. I love this product. It cleanses, it cleanses well, and you're just really going to love the product. And I'm going to go into a little detail about the products at another time on another video. So I want to make this fast today. So I've already cleaned my face. I have actually already put Glorious on my face. And I put a little BB cream on earlier, but I haven't put enough on. So I'm going to go ahead and put some BB cream on my face. And the way I do it is I squirt about this much on my fingers, and I do like this. And I am a dot person, so I always do my dots, and then I want to blend it in. I want to blend it in very well. I have a lot of red in my skin normally. I have a little rosacea between my eyes and like right in through here, here, and here. Who needs a mirror when you can use the video camera, right? Okay, and you see how that evens it out? I'm going to take a little bit more and I'm going to stipple it in around the areas that I have that are really red. I always stipple in just a little bit right through here and a little bit right through here. And always where my glasses sit on my nose. I probably won't even be able to cover that. That's okay. And I stipple it in, and I just kind of keep patting until it blends in, because you want it to conceal. And a lot of people don't realize that about our BB cream, is that you can conceal with it as well. But you just have to stipple it in instead of blending. So stipple that in. Okay. Perfect. Okay. Now I've got to find my kabuki brush. I may actually have to walk away from the camera. I left it. I'll be right back. Okay. I have my kabuki brush. All right, and what I do with it is I take the Fabulous. I take our Fabulous concealer powder, and I just put a little bit in the lid. And I turn my kabuki brush in it really well, and then I tap off the excess. And when I go to put this on my face, I always start here. I don't like a lot of foundation, but I like a lot of coverage. And I know that sounds crazy and kind of backwards, but it's really not. Down. Always blend down on your neck so that you don't have that line. Because a lot of people are different color here than they are here, and I always try to blend down. Now you can also contour, but today I'm doing just a really quick coverage for like everyday wear. I work out of my home, so a lot of times I don't want to put a whole lot of makeup on. Okay, let's set that to the side. What I'm going to be using today for blusher is Seductive. I love this color. I already have some on my brush, and you would be surprised, this lasts a long time. So a little bit goes a long way. But what I'm going to do is, see how there's not much in the actual lid, but I'm just going to go around the lid with my blusher brush, and then I'm going to tap off any excess. And then the way I do it is I stipple in. And I stipple in my color along my cheekbone. The other side. And then what I want to do is I want to blend, because I don't want it to be just a dry stick line. So I just kind of blend around with my kabuki brush again. There we go. Okay. Now, a lot of people wait till last to put on their lip gloss or lip color. I always put mine on before I do my eyes, because it helps me kind of see how dark I want it to be. So I'm going to take a little bit of my lip gloss. Okay. And this is my colors, y'all. I have one of everything because I use this product when I do my makeovers. I did a shoot last Saturday on some ladies for an actual photo shoot. And so I made sure that I use the only the Younique products. I do air tan as well. I mean, airbrush makeup as well. But I love this product because it really works wonderfully for photo shoots. And it's quick, it's easy, and you have all different kinds of colors that you can mix in and do things with. So, okay. Kind of pick up a little bit here. Okay. Let's see. I'm going to take my defining brush. Okay. And the color that I'm going to use today is the Confident. And I'm going to take just what's in my lid, because in the lid there's product. And I'm going to really pack my brush. Ladies, you don't have to be sparing with this. I mean, really use the product. A little bit goes a long way, especially with the pigments. And then tap. Before I do that, I'm going to grab my Fresh. And this is a little trick that I learned, and I love it. I do this on everybody. I take my foundation brush, and I tap into the Fresh. It's your lightest powder. And I take and I put it underneath my eye here. So that if the pigments fall on my face, they fall into the powder instead of falling on my face. And then I'll just brush it away in a little bit. Okay, so don't I look great? Okay. Okay, this is what I do, and I'm going to get up here so that you can see. I want to take, and I always go through the crease of my eye first. And that's what's really cool about this brush, is you can do a lot of tricks with it. But on yourself, it's so easy because you go into the crease and just above it to create your line. And that's how you define your eyes. So, done that on one eye. I'm going to do it on the other eye now. kind of hard to see using this screen. But I do a lot of things by feel. And I just kind of feel into the edge. Take a little bit more color and go just above, because I want it to be above where the crease of my eye is, so that it kind of opens my eye a little more. And yes, I'm using the mirror on the back of the lip glosses. And I don't know if y'all realize this, but it kind of looks smoky, the mirror. There's actually a little film over the top of it that you can remove, just in case y'all didn't know that. Okay, now I'm going to take my blending brush, and I'm going to use Sexy. And really, just for daytime use, you only need 2 colors. You can use 3 if you want to. I love the Heartbroken, and I love using it on my lid a lot of times. Let's see, okay. And I'm just gonna kind of blend in through the top. I am gonna use another color on my lid. I'll show that to you in a second. And then I'm going to use some Sassy, because I have pink on today. My pants have pink in it. I love the Sassy. And I'm going to take, and I'm going to stipple it in, because I want it to be really dark around the top of the eye. Done. See? Okay. Now, I'm going to take my defining brush again, and I'm going to go just around the bottom of where I'm going to put my liner on the bottom of my eye. And I like to do that because it gives it a shimmer effect. Okay. Done that. This is our rose water. And Rosewater and I have become very good friends. I use the Irresistible for my eyebrows. And I actually have an eyebrow brush that I'm going to show Derek. And I'm hoping that maybe we can get one of these little eyebrow brushes. But it's a very thin brush. See? And I'm hoping that we can get one of these, because I just love this. You could also do this with your defining brush. But I mix a little of the rose water. I wet the brush, and then I mix a little bit of the rose water into the lid of my Irresistible, and it gets some good color on that. Okay, and then I just kind of outline my eyebrow. My eyebrows are very thin. I had radiation and chemo treatment in 2003, and so I want to make sure that they just didn't all come back in the way that they should have, and that's okay, because I can create what I want. But that way I actually have a brow. See the difference between the two? And I do it, instead of drawing just a straight line, I kind of do feather strokes so that it actually looks like eyebrows, instead of, you know, like the actual hair on the brow. And I just kind of run my finger over it so that it smooths it out. So I need to come down on the edge just a little bit. You can also get stencils if you wanted to get stencils and do the stencils over the eyebrows. Okay, now that I've done that, I'm going to go for my liner. And I'm moving rather quickly so that you guys can just see how fast you can actually do this. It doesn't take a long time. It takes longer when you talk, but hey. And I'm going to use my Define brush. It's the two-ended brush. And I wet it in my rose water. And then I take Corrupted. It's the one that I use for my, not Corrupted, Devious. Yeah, Devious. I use that for my liner. And this is so easy, you guys, and it takes 2 seconds. Okay? And don't be afraid of your brush. Because what you want to do is you want to use the very tip end of your brush, and the longest part is it's the part that you want to flow. So make sure that you just kind of draw your line. See how thin and easy it is? And then if you're going back the opposite direction, see? Let me show y'all from like this angle so that you can see. You want to use the longest line as the line to go from. And you can do like a dot, 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 and connect the dots. And then you can flip it and go right over it. It's pretty simple. It's easy, but it takes a little practice, so practice it. I always do my lower lashes first, because if you do the upper lash first and you go to open your eye to do the lower lash, sometimes you can get it on the actual lid. And then I do the top. And I always go halfway. And then I flip my brush and go and meet. And on my opposite eye, I always start in the corner and then I okay, now that I've done that, it's time for eyelashes. And I get really excited with the eyelashes, but I'm closing these so I don't spill them all over the place. And I think I'm going to have to grab my eyelashes. I thought I had them here. Hang on. Okay. Sorry, I keep leaving you. This is a trial and error type thing. Okay. Now, y'all may do this differently. I always hold my both of my wands in my left hand, and I do it like an L because that keeps it out of view for me. And I'm gonna actually use an actual mirror to do this with, so y'all forgive me. Okay, let me come close. You want to twist opposite in your tubes. Don't ever pump. if you pump the fibers, you're gonna make the fibers clump up in the bottom. So I always twist backwards in both of them. That way it reminds me not to pump. You also get bacteria in there when you do that. So I always start with my top and I coat it very generously on the top and the bottom. With the gel. This is still the gel. And while you're doing the gel, it's best to go ahead and pull up. You don't have to curl your lashes. You can actually do it with the gel. You just pull them up and put them in the direction that you want them to go. And that also helps you coat them very generously because that's what your fibers are going to hold on to. Okay, now that I have the gel on, I go to the fibers. I want to make sure there's no clump right on the very tip. Sometimes it gets on there. Okay, and then I always go from top and then I go from the bottom. And I build volume with the whole brush, and then to build length, I use the tip of the brush. You can also separate the lashes with the tip. Okay. And then I go back over it with the gel. So that it seals the lashes and the fibers on and they don't fall off on your face. And then I go right back with the fibers on just the tips so that I could build a little extra length. And you just keep going over and over and over until you get the length and the volume that you want. Ta-da! Okay. Now I usually run around my house every day with only one lash on. Sorry, my left eye waters when I do that. So hang on. Just a second. And there you have it. And you can do your bottom lashes as well. But I wanted to come in close so y'all could see. Ta-da, difference. What a big difference, huh? Okay, so that's how I put my makeup on. It's fast, it's easy, but I've used every product that we have in our line. Ladies, if you can use every product that you have, you will sell every product that you have. So that's my makeup, and yeah, it took me about 24 minutes, but I also had to run around a little bit. But something that I wanted to throw on top of this so that I know that y'all watched the entire video. I made samplers, and the way I made the samplers are, they're little 3-ounce plastic containers, and I put just a little bit of the pigment inside, enough to use maybe 1 or 2 times, because you don't want to fill it up because you want them to buy, right? So this is what you can show to your customers, or you can give to people. When you open it up, there's just a little bit in the actual container, but I scatter it all over the container so it actually looks pretty and it's colored, okay? And I put it in the very center of my card. I went and bought a 1-inch hole punch. Can y'all see that? And I punched a hole in my card, and on the back side of the card, I actually put a label on there with the color of the pigment that I put inside, and I put a little disposable sponge tip so that they could get it out. I also do that with the cleanser as well. And yes, I put a sponge tip there so they can get it out, because it is small, and if they have nails, they're not going to be able to. But this is the cleanser, and I just squirt a little bit of cleanser in there, enough to use maybe once or twice. And then on the back, I put a weight cleanser, and I know it reads backwards, but still. And anyway, that's what I'm doing for my samplers, and I put them in little Ziploc bags. I also have some clear vinyl bags that I'm going to transfer them to put in my my bag that I always carry with me. And that way I can pick out 2 or 3, and they can pick their color that they want, and you've got samples. So that's an easy way. This way I've been selling so much product. People love samples, and so that's something easy and fun that they can do. But anyway, I thought I would throw that together for you guys. I hope y'all have a wonderful night, and I'll try to do a better video another time when I've got somebody here to help me. So you guys have a great day, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye.